or assessing valuation into there from being its own article, which I think we should do.
Okay, those, is it, okay, I'm looking, because Daniel, you have your edits next to it, right?
Yeah, and I had emailed you the draft that I put together. Breaking down Article 10 and 12 into like 4 or 5 other articles.
Did that just come in today, right? Hold on.
Does anyone need a hard copy of that?
I would think.
Okay.
Okay, so Article 10, Assessing Appeals Board Audit, Legal Liability, Planning Board, South River Corridor, Southern Maine Planning, unanticipated. Okay, so. Here you go.
Thank you.
Do you want to sign
I've got it.
thing?
Yeah.
So you separated Article 10 out into various categories. Article 11, employee expenses and benefits, okay. And Article 12 would be to see if the town would remember. Under legal support, is that for select board only? Article 10?
Yes.
Planning board expenses covers their legal expenses as well?
That's what was figured in, yeah.
Okay. And then where is CBA 12,002?
That's how it came out. I added up, trying to look at the budget sheet here. ZBA would be 10,000 for ads and legal support, and the wages part came out to 2,002 according to the budget sheet. I did not include
What about legal? That includes,
the 10,000. That's, if you look at these,
Yep.
this is the sheet. So ZBA has a total budget of 10,000 plus the 2,002 for wages.
okay, the 2,000, well, I have, isn't that funny, 2002, just so bizarre.
I mean, you can change it to 2,000, I mean.
It looks, last year it was 1947,
Yep.
and we have less for wages.
We only spent 871. Originally budgeted was 1947, and we spent 871.
Interesting, it's like half, huh?
So with all the appeals going on, looks like
Yeah.
your estimate was 2,000.
I don't know if I can handle 2002. Oh, we also suggested that we would increase the legal to 12. To
Okay,
12,000.
that wasn't in the budget sheet, so.
Okay, that's what I have on
guess-
mine. Is that in there somewhere? I'm on viewing, so I can't,
No, I had 10 in
I
there.
can close out
for-
of the budget sheet.
nope,
didn't
that's
realize
okay,
that
I
was
just
still
know I
in.
wrote down increase to 12.
Pardon me.
So do we want to divide them up this way?
Into the different sections?
Yeah,
I think that 10 article, I think Article 11 looks good. Administrative expenses, and people are gonna wanna know what administrative expenses are.
That's not a problem, because it's gonna be detailed out in the expense sheet. You
Okay.
can look at it in the town report.
Perfect. Computer and software, got that. And Article 10,
so Southern Maine Planning should be 876.
Okay.
Saco River Corridor should be 1,000.
That's what I have on the sheet I'm looking at. Or I guess on the warrant, I'm sorry.
I'm looking at the one that Danielle
Yep.
forwarded, yeah.
I just clicked over to that one.
Most happy in the big report.
Hmm?
For verbiage anyway.
Anticipated 15, planning board, we have 30 here. Do we want to adjust that because of the fact that we know we're gonna get $8,000 back for, we counted for 7 for the SMPDC training,
right,
but we just got notice that we're gonna get a grant for that.
right, I just got that, and that will cover, 29. That will cover S&PD's expenses, it'll cover ads, it'll cover 4 hours worth of legal time for the attorney to go over everything, which is all said and done. So,
So we wanna reduce that by the 7,000 we were anticipating,
yeah, let's do
so
that.
make that 23.
What do you have for wages under?
12,000.
Okay,
I'm gonna close out of the budget sheet, so if you want.
You're out of it.
I am?
Yeah.
Can you, you're gonna update those?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, there's Saco River right there.
so, under Article 10, before, I think if you want to include an article, if the town would vote to place money, unexpended money for the audit services into a reserve account, that's where that article should go,
Right after it.
right after that, just so
That's a
we,
good idea.
So that become the new Article 11?
yep. Um,
I'm basically gonna
do you
put
want
all
me,
this together.
okay, do you want me to write that article and?
Nope, I'm putting it right on the sheet that
Okay.
I'm working on right now.
Okay, will the town vote to move unexpended audit services money into a reserve account for
Future audits.
what? Future audits.
Can we ever find out if we have to have a road reserve account to continue that moving of money? Cause we established it years ago when we did the other account for the reserve, that the cemetery would roll in, any unexpended funds would roll into the cemetery reserve. Same with the roads, road reserve, and now this one. Do we have to have an article every year? to
That's a
make
good question. I
'Cause some,
probably,
yeah,
but I'm not 100% positive.
cause we don't have that currently.
Okay, so maybe that's a question for MMA, that. Let's see,
Liability insurance. And then,
let me make a draft, because we might have other questions that we wanna ask them at the same time.
family, main pers, medical, payroll, unemployment, workers' comp. So you had payroll tax 22,230. When we went through it the first time, it was 19,500.
I added planning board and ZBA into it because I just think
Okay.
I did touch base with Bill Hall and he says you can keep it just in the general payroll fund. And I just think it's easier bookwork right now.
That's fine.
If we don't do it that way, we have to divide everybody out. Code enforcement, ACO, planning board, ZBA, it's just kind of a lot.
And then administrative and computer. Looks good. Um, Town building expenses. Municipal building, general maintenance and utilities.
Basically, that's all it comes down to. The general maintenance includes cleaning, mowing, and the 5,000 budget for general building expenses. And then your utilities include electricity, phones, fire safe equipment, propane, and generator. So it's,
Generator, that's what I was missing.
Are you on 13 in the old?
Yep.
Okay. Utilities is propane and streetlights, is that? Okay.
Streetlights
Streetlights
isn't in there.
the
Right.
streetlights are under, public safety,
Okay.
I think we called it, protection expenses.
building general maintenance, 12,180. That's that cleaning service. Electricity. No, that's under utilities. I'm just trying to understand. Oh, and then the 5 for this. Okay, so that's the 12,180. Just do this green. There we go. Animal control 13.
Did we ever add in the heating service contract that we got from Paul saying it was the same amount?
Under building expenses?
Mm. Town office.
Is that a 1-year contract?
Yeah. Which needs to be renewed now, because it's,
There's room in the building maintenance for that.
So you don't
Not
have to vote
5,000.
on that, right? The town doesn't have to authorize that because it's a 1-year?
Correct.
correct, only 3-year contracts.
Okay, so I will file. I will make those updates.
Did you include that family medical leave in the warrant article? I couldn't find where else it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
I left that in there. That fly needs to stop.
Oh, it was driving me crazy earlier.
22,800.
We had a fly swatter in here somewhere. Got your hat?
I do. Plus 20,000 plus 11,980 plus 23 plus 1,000 plus 876. 15,000. Alright, so the new number instead of 179.33 is 164.158.
Where are you at?
Is that under 10?
That's on that Article 10.
164? What's bringing it down?
Yeah.
Well, we took 7,000 out of planning
Oh,
board.
for planning board, right, correct.
You reduced planning board by $7,000?
Yes.
For the grant, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So 23,000? Is that where you're at?
Yes. Okay, new Article 11 is the unexpended audit services money that we added in.
What do you have for
Just make
total
sure.
for Article 10?
What's that?
Total for Article 10?
160,
158.
I'm at 166 for some reason.
you adding it up as well?
Yeah, it's not adding up.
170, okay, hold on, I've just gotta answer a legal email.
I had 166, 156,
22,800.
14,000. Go ahead and go down.
Appeals board, 12,002.
Alright, that's it. I thought we went up to 14,000 on that for some reason.
Is that what we had, hold on, let's see.
That's what we had with, whatchamacallit in there. Payroll taxes,
But those were taken out?
correct.
So 12,002?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that's what I saw. Thank you.
So the employee expenses and benefits is now 152,230. Administrative expenses unchanged. Town building expenses unchanged. Protection expenses unchanged. And 15. Okay. Is there any of these other ones that I need to remove because of that? Don't believe so.
Where are you at now?
I'm just going down through to see if there's anything that I need to change because of what we did.
Has workers' comp always been 6,000? I thought it was,
Yes.
okay. Yes, okay.
I moved sidewalk down, that was a good call out. Just digging the article numbers.
Okay, so that's, did we get through all of, the request for changes in articles to separate them out? That would be 10, 11, 12, and 13, right?
And 14
And 14.
for protection.
And you're moving sidewalk down to,
Yep.
okay, new number 15, or?
Where did you want the audit reserve account to be? Right after Article 10?
Correct, it's just after 10. Try not to do what we did last year where we skipped an article.
Mm.
Mm.
So if I update them now,
And I can read through, like comparing what, making sure.
alright. Okay, let's do that. Go back up here. Yeah, so they started Article 10. Article 11 is the reserve account for audit services. 12, 13, and 14, and 15 is protection services. So now we're on Article 16, which is Sacby Rescue.
Okay, so the old,
I don't believe we have any changes there.
no changes there.
Sacby Rescue Reserve, no changes there. Fire truck reserve, no changes there. Revaluation reserve, do we want to move that?
Article 16 should potentially be included in Article 10 with other professional services. So 22.8 for professional valuation of real estate changes.
I mean, it's lumped in with other reserve votes, so I don't know that we necessarily need to do anything with that.
Leave Article 16 as 16? I mean, Article...
19.
Okay, it's gonna be 19 now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we at least move it before you get into Sockopee and fire truck, so it's right after your basically admin expenses and building expenses? I mean, I feel like it's kinda like in between your protection. You got 2 fire truck articles, then you got your assessing, and then you jump back into, well, I guess it's reval, not fire truck, so. Doesn't matter.
There's two professional valuation articles, old 16 and old 17.
It's just always kinda hard to find for some reason, cause it's
Should go
further
up.
down than your
After,
assessing and all that, but
Do you think they
that's-
should go to be like the new article? Like right under our Article 10?
Those 2 articles have always historically been together in the report. They were actually listed as professional services, and they were in Article 10 originally. You had to find the 2 articles and add the 2 together, because they're different accounts. But however you wanna do it.
So are you suggesting we combine Article 16 and 17?
no, I don't think you can,
No, she
We
wants,
can't.
talking
We
about
can't,
moving the
right.
18,800 for reval,
yeah.
moving that up to underneath
Article 10.
Article 10.
Right.
And also, let's see.
Which we can do. It's easy.
Like, I'm just looking at last year's, and under your professional fees is liability insurance, auditor, assessing, and then you jump into 08, which is attorney and legal. You know, your assessing is typically under the professional fees, but it's way down in the list of warrant articles. It's just kinda,
For the, I would say move that up along with the reserve account, but I would keep them as 2 separate articles.
So they become the new 11 and 12.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it as the new Article 11.
Are you moving 17 up as well? The former 17 to make it 12, so they stay together?
Which one is,
the
Six-
reval,
It's the reval.
I only moved the reval. I don't know which one.
the
Si-
assessing.
16 is the professional valuation.
Assessing got moved, so that one's deleted.
The
Assessing is-
22.8,
Assessing is included in 10.
Oh, so you did move it up into 10.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
So 17 becomes the new 11,
Correct.
the reval.
Okay, so we did add assessing in there. anyways, yep, okay.
How are we doing? So now we are on health and sanitation expenses, no changes needed there. Winter road maintenance, no changes needed there. Just one formatting one. Go. And now we are on road,
Former
highway
20.
and bridge.
Highway and bridge.
You got new numbers from Matt?
Let's see what I got. So general maintenance.
Can you rename that to general highway? Because that's what the account is called in Trio.
What was that?
It says general maintenance, and just to be consistent.
We have general maintenance listed and it's normally,
Or I can rename Trio, it's fine.
and you're saying it's normally general highway?
That's what it's titled in Trio,
Oh,
but it's okay, I'll just rename Trio.
okay, general maintenance of total highway and bridge expenses. I have listed here $721,980.
For just general highway?
No, for all of that. Hold on. General highway. $411,678. West Road, Mudgett Road, South Road to Cran, Cran Road to Town Line, 411,678. That
That's
would
for
be
paving.
paving. And, yep. Paving, sealing, general maintenance, he asked for, let's see, 20,000 for culverts, 20,000 for dust control. Liquid asphalt price. Dirt road paving, I thought, okay, this is, when he talked before, he talked about doing Mudgett, South Road, West Farm Road, he called it. And then taking the paving of the dirt part of Lost Mile and the dirt part of Mountain out of reserve.
That's what I thought we left off last time.
Right.
Is he gonna call that out in the requests? That he's paving dirt roads? So people understand that's where the money's going?
Yeah, I mean,
You know, if you,
I don't know what you're saying, like if we say this is for paving, like it's for
well,
dirt roads?
paving and sealing has always typically been, just, repaving paved roads. I mean,
Right.
that's a big deal if you're paving dirt roads. I think people should know that.
Oh, yeah, I think so too.
It should be in the warrant article written that way.
Maintenance, paving and sealing. So total highway and bridge expenses would be dirt road paving by itself would put a huge dent in the reserve, like 440,000. So are we still thinking of asking the town to vote on taking money out of the road reserve for paving? Lost Mile and Mountain, that's what we talked about when he was here.
Right, so what's he asking for in terms of, for general maintenance? So the two accounts that he has is general maintenance and paving and sealing. So general maintenance was 350, is he asking for more or less? I don't,
Yeah, I don't have a specific. Dirt road paving 440. Well, when he was here, he said that paving for West Road, Mudgett Road, South Road, the paving that he wants to do is 411, 678.
okay.
Okay. General maintenance, what does that include? His cost of culverts and,
His equipment that runs every day,
His equipment, his people,
his wages.
right,
That's what gets billed out every week.
from
unless
general
he's on-
maintenance,
Unless
right.
he's paving
I don't think he
roads.
gave us,
Oh, boy.
yeah,
It's a big
it's
expense.
a big number.
Do you know what that number was last year?
350,000.
350.
Wow.
And if I remember correctly, he didn't spend it all.
No, he didn't.
So, in absence of having a number, I see no reason to increase it.
But it still increases that whole article.
Correct, so that's
Paving and
where,
cure are higher, right,
right, but that's where we talked about taking money out of reserve to help offset that.
right.
But I thought reserve was, we were dedicating the reserve to Lost Mile and Mountain, which isn't the roads we just talked about for that total of 411, 678.
Yes, 411, 678 would be, it does not include the dirt roads, which he said would be about 440.
So he's looking to spend $850,000 on paving?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
That, no.
Why? I don't understand why he can't put this on paper as a plan. These are big numbers.
Yeah,
Huge numbers.
And they're all verbal. It's just. I don't think we should increase it at all. I think unless he provides some backup.
Well, general maintenance, we could keep it 350.
Hello?
Hey Maya, are you in a place where you can hear me okay?
Yep.
We're looking at your numbers
Okay.
for general maintenance, paving and sealing. I'm looking at what we got from Dayton for the West Road, Mudgett Road, South Road and Cram Road for 411, 678.
Yep.
That would be paving and sealing of those roads, correct? And,
Yes.
okay. And then your dirt roads, Lost Mile and Mountain.
Yep.
My last note says maybe take that out of reserve to the tune of 440.
440, and that would be with the dirt work and the culverts and stuff. That should be ballpark plus or minus. It's hard to tell till we really got into it, but that's what I was hoping to take out of the reserve.
Okay. That's a big road budget of over 800,000 between.
Yeah, and I mean, typically we don't get that much paving out of our general fund, but that's what I was looking at doing. Probably typically we wouldn't get that much, but that's
We had that left over.
shooting for the moon, I guess.
right.
21,000 left over
What was that?
from general. He had 21,000 left over in general highway
In general highway.
for administration.
General maintenance, I'm gonna call it. Okay, so last year you had 350,000 in general maintenance for your equipment, payroll, that kind of thing.
Yep.
And Daniel just said that there was 21,000 left over, so if we went with 350 again, that would be safe?
Yeah, yes, other than, I didn't realize, I thought there was only like 8,000 left over. Other than we need to order another big order of culverts and calcium, but probably, I mean, realistically, potentially, I guess, if we probably could do that. You know, that should be able to make that work, I would think.
Okay, because I think I think there was a quote in here from Dayton for liquid no, that wasn't the calcium, okay, yeah, never mind, liquid asphalt.
The calcium comes from Paris Farmers Union.
Mm-hmm,
I got a price on liquid, and it would basically take like the entire general highway fund to just do liquid on the dirt roads. It was like 20,000 a mile or something, if I remember right. I could look it back up, but it was right around that. Yeah.
okay, expensive.
Yeah, that's them applying it also, but still crazy amount of money considering there's 40 plus miles of dirt road.
Mm-hmm,
So I would say the flake, we just need to do it more often, that's all.
okay,
Just do it the way we're doing it, just more often. Maybe twice a year instead of once a year.
all right, so general maintenance of 350 would be able to, cover the flake instead of the liquid?
Yeah, that's what we've been putting down, we're just not putting enough of it down. People are complaining.
Mm-hmm.
We're just not, yep.
Okay,
Yeah, and I mean, to get all those two roads, Mudgett and South Road, are really long. So to get both of those done in a year would be a shot for the moon. But those are the two roads, in my opinion, that are the worst
okay,
right now that need to be paved.
uh-huh,
And we could probably get by with just doing South Road from the Y intersection to the town line, and the rest of it would just be
50 in the reserve.
more of a preventative maintenance kind of thing than a necessary.
mm-hmm,
But those were our first numbers, and that was just from one contractor. We waited until to get that done a little cheaper. But and then as far as the dirt road goes, that was my whole plan with the reserve was to save up a big chunk of money because I knew it would cost so much to pave a dirt road or to do a big project. That was my plan on that.
okay.
So Maya, what do you think about just doing either Lost Mile or Mountain Road to save the next project for next year? Just so you don't pull so much of your reserve in case something happens, like a bridge goes out or.
I thought that a bridge repair was needed too,
A bridge
coming
repair
up.
is needed, but we've talked about opening up a, reserve account for bridge repair.
Weren't you
Yeah,
gonna,
South River
weren't you
Bridge
gonna
is pretty
fund
bad.
that with the road reserve?
But I think that's what we could fund the, bridge repair with, road reserve, right? Because it's the bridge over South River.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna be like I'm just guessing, but I would guess that would be like $500,000 project.
Holy mother.
We've got 642 in there, so.
Yep.
And that's just an educated guess. That could be way off, but or an uneducated guess maybe.
So, okay, keep general maintenance at 350, paving and sealing. Oh. With what Dayton has given you, that's 41168, so that's,
What did we do last year?
270,000,
I feel like we got a lot done.
yeah.
Well, he also.
So your Dayton has given you West Road, Mudgett Road, South Road, and Cram Road, so
Well,
those,
He
How much
also
was
had,
just Mudgett Road?
he also had the LRAP money of $100,000.
right, with
Oh,
all
for
that,
sure.
Okay, that's why.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right, 'cause-
Yeah.
okay, that would make more
Right.
sense.
right.
So it
It's
really
more like
wouldn't be much.
370.
It's really not much different than what we typically spend.
114, 150, just Mudgett Road is about 158. to do just budget, from, according with the figures that from Dayton.
Yeah, I thought we spent, so paving was what, did you say it was?
270.
370 with
270
LRAP.
And 370 with
Plus.
LRAP, yeah.
plus, yeah, so So if we did Mudgett and West Road this year, and then maybe South Road next year, or the other road that really needs some attention is Maple Crest, a part of Maple, not the whole thing, but a good section of Maple Crest. But I could also get a price on that bad section. Maybe that would fit better than trying to do South Road.
South Road, you've got an estimate of 128,000, 128,1. And to do Mudgett, 158.
And West Road was like 20-ish,
45,000, yeah,
25, yeah.
yeah.
So, I mean, those were just the three on my top list or whatever. I'm sure we could, once we knew what they gave us, we might be able to do one of the ones that's not on my top list but still needs to be done or something too, or
Mm-hmm.
we still have to see what they give us, but. So we're we spent what, 370 this year on paving with LRAP?
Yep.
Is that what I was getting at?
Yeah.
Is that what?
That's what you had total, 370.
355 spent.
Yeah.
And 355 of that was spent. I think you had like 21, Danielle said, left over.
Oh, that's where the 21 came. All right, I thought I was close. I thought I came closer than that. All right.
So we could up paving and sealing by a bit? Or do you want to keep it the same?
I mean,
we know the numbers now. I think we're good with him.
Okay,
I think we just gotta talk about how we're gonna do it.
okay, reserve, et cetera. Okay, we're good, Maya, for now.
LRAP money we have this year.
You guys have any more
I
questions?
guess I should have came in tonight.
Well, I asked you to.
Well, I thought you wanted me during the day. I didn't realize what we were doing. I'm
That's
sorry.
right, that's
They're
right.
only 41,000 off from last year.
Okay. All right, sounds good, Maya, we'll catch up.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
So
Hey.
if we follow the numbers he has now, it's 41,000 higher than last year, including the LRAP money.
So,
Correct.
but we haven't talked about taking any out of reserve, right?
Well, I'm just talking about those roads you
Yep,
forget now.
right.
I
mean-
think we need to do one or the other of those two roads.
And I'm sure he would be fine with that.
Yeah.
Right, I'm sure he would be
I just
fine
don't
with
think we
that,
should
but
take
then
that
we
much
need
out
to
of the
decide what we wanna take out of road reserve. 640,000 is in road reserve. We do need to keep money in there for eventual, he's probably gonna be taking trees down. He said he's gonna rent a chipper and so,
I just think the road reserve was established for emergencies, like if there was a huge storm like April, like we saw.
right?
And that's gonna float us until the FEMA money comes in.
Yep.
And also if there's a failing bridge, that's what the road reserve is for. So it just,
I thought you were the
Okay.
one that mentioned taking some money out of it to offset stuff. Didn't you wanna take money out of road reserve to offset
I didn't
some-
realize he had such a big wish list of 400 grand
Yeah.
for paving dirt roads.
Yeah.
I mean, major paving, yes, but I don't, whatever.
I mean, we probably could take, the bridge repair, the bridge repair is gonna cost a lot,
Is it failing per DOT?
pretty much.
Well, that's a risk.
Yeah, guardrails over on Cram Road that need to be replaced too.
That sounds
Yep.
a better use of reserve money rather than paving.
Well, it's good to have a wish list, and we know what he wants to have done, and if we can get through one of these, Mudgett or South Road. I know he's wanted to do Mountain Road for a long time. All right,
So
well,
his
let's come up with a
request is
number.
for 312,000 for paving and sealing.
Mhm.
Because,
And that's 42,000 more than we've spent,
Does
than
that
we did
include
last year.
LRAP or no?
That includes LRAP.
right, cause he's essentially asking for 412. So that's a $42,000 increase year over year.
So what's the bottom line for paving and sealing account? Not including LRAP.
I'd say bring it up to 300,000.
Well, which of those projects is he gonna leave off? Because that's gonna,
He's gonna have to figure out which one he can do and which ones he can't. I mean, West Road's only 25,000. Mudgett
And
is
we may-
158.
We may need to investigate better quotes,
Yep, and he said he would do that.
Yep.
I know he,
because if we can get those quotes down by 42,000, we're not beating anything else more than we did last year.
If he's asking for 300 grand in paving and sealing, and we're getting 100 grand from LRAP, that's his 400,000.
yeah.
It's pretty close.
that's what I'm saying. That's
Roads
what,
are, you know, the
312.
roads are bad. And people do complain.
And it affects overall everything, plowing.
Absolutely, right. I mean, it's, everything goes up. The cost of everything is unbelievable besides gas.
It just might not be a good year for it, especially with the fire truck of 70 grand in the reserve. I mean, this is all adding up.
They're
pretty
not
quick.
gonna get that new fire truck. So, do you wanna increase his paving and sealing by a bit? We could do 20,000, increase it by 20,000, and then, and if we have to go to special town meeting to take some out of reserve for something that's, you know, an immediate necessity, that's what we do. Do I hear
I'm fine.
paving and sealing at 290 going once, going twice, or
I
do
say
you
we
wanna,
go 3, just go 3.
what are your thoughts, Aaron?
And it's, my thoughts are, is if he's got quotes for the roads, like, and we know, hey, which one are you know, which one are you gonna leave off, and we know the cost of that, we can get what the number is gonna be, you know what I mean, like,
Mm-hmm.
But we don't know which one he's gonna leave off yet.
I was gonna say, like,
And maybe, like I said, maybe we'll get some better quotes, and if it's $25,000 better quote, then we don't have to leave one road off.
right,
The road that he leaves out will depend on how much his budget is, you know,
Right.
that's, yeah,
Gotta work with that.
right. He's gonna have to work within what he is given by the town. I do know that at some point, they're gonna have to be hiring somebody to take trees down. You go down Mudgett, and every single ash tree is just ready to fall. And that could be part of reserve.
I would say we do 290 for paving and sealing, so for a total of 390. 390, 500 essentially is what it's gonna, Boil down to be.
I think that's
because I
perfect.
think it kinda covers,
Yep, yep. Gives them a little bit of wiggle room and, no, I'm good with that.
I just don't know that we can justify going up, you know, more than 20, I mean, with everything that's going up.
Right.
Everything is going up.
Alright, so that's updated, save that. LRAP's the next one, that's fine, I moved the sidewalk capital reserve article up. Is now
My guys are so bitchy, what's going on?
there, general assistance, no change, I mean, there's no change for the rest of the monetary ones.
Okay.
Long Pond, Sockeye Valley Snow Drifters, TV2. Here's another one we should probably move up. We have the mutual aid.
Were you gonna use that language, mutual aid, or to pay for expenses?
I think mutual aid is fine.
I thought. Saban, didn't you mention something about removing the mutual aid part out of
We were gonna
the?
change the wording to just mutual aid support instead of agreement. But I think we did change that, didn't we, last time?
I'm looking to see where it is, where it's at.
We removed the enter into the agreement piece.
Oh,
Right.
Yeah,
Okay. And then I'm gonna put that after the fire truck reserve.
Sure.
Okay. Blue, start changing article numbers again.
Jeez.
Alright, snow drifters, here it is. Municipal building capital repair fund. Bartlett Doe, did we get an answer? Is the 20?
We've always done 20, and then Danielle, you sent us that, the deposits have been higher. We did 40 one year when we hadn't appropriated any money the prior year. Oh, do we know? Let me see. Bartlett Doe balance right now is 105,758. So 20, I'd say let's take 30,000 out of Bartlett Doe. Partial payment to the school assessment, talk about going up, that's higher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, 7%, went through all those questions last time. Let's see. Sales, grants. Should we move the AVS article, the AVS revalue, moving money from the reserve?
Yes.
Should move that up
Move
to.
that up, yeah.
That should go, what, below? Should that go below the reserve question that we moved up there?
Yeah.
Okay. That blue, change,
Where is the ABS? Oh, for the revamp.
yeah. Alright, yes, so we delete that one.
Did you move the bridges up to the roads?
Yes.
Are you keeping Article 47 for the road reserve for paving?
Article 47, is it the old, let me see what,
Where did I get the road?
we don't have a citation for animal nuisance yet. Can't we get David to write something like that?
You have to tell us what he's looking to do.
To say the town would vote to establish a reserve account for bridge repair by moving 10,000 from, did we decide we don't need to do that since it's, would be coming out of road reserve to begin with, or do we want to? Do we need to establish a reserve account for bridge repair if it's
It's already in.
It's already in road reserve
Right.
and,
Right, you can use it for.
Yeah, I would say we delete those two articles, that one
Okay.
and the next one.
okay. Okay,
Can I make a comment? Is that proper?
sure.
What's the harm in lessening the weight capacity of the bridge? By improving it, who are you affecting? The ability of a logger to run a heavy truck over it?
I don't know that it has a weight,
It's
issue going.
30,000 pounds right now.
Right,
That's
but
a sign
it's
of
structural underneath it, and I don't know, I don't, have no idea.
I don't have any
Yeah.
idea what they're finding wrong with it.
Right, we have a whole report, a whole engineering report on it, and it's a lot of the structure.
But that is an opportunity. You can, a pickup truck, a one-ton truck, 15,000 pounds would more than cover it, and it would reduce the bridge's capacity by half, and
Yeah.
still be functional
Yeah,
without an expense.
I don't,
I'm not sure that's an answer.
yeah, it's gonna have to be repaired, it has to be
At-
repaired, yeah,
At some point.
yeah.
There's only one house in Parsonsfield over on that side of the bridge. Oh, well, there's two, I guess, side by each.
I have an email here from MMA about using non-tax revenues that we discussed, okay?
Okay.
I know you said that Bill had something that he wrote up.
Oh, it's
but-
just a suggestion to help, that's all.
I did forward this today at 11 o'clock this morning. Using non-tax revenues is fine, and you can have a warrant article that does so, but you have to define what revenues you mean. Because we know that there's non-tax revenues that you can't use, like LRAP, grant funds, dog license fees can't be used, okay? We know that. And MMA legal is always asking to have a definite number or definite estimate that can be used. We don't have a fund balance when we go to town meeting.
You don't,
The assessors or the select board have to plug a definite number into the tax commitment worksheet, and we know it by then, usually when we do that. If you plan to use revenues received in the previous fiscal year, if you're planning to use revenues received in the current fiscal year. So anyway, she suggests articles to see if the town will vote to authorize the select board to transfer and allocate up to a percentage of non-tax revenues received from excise tax, building permit fees, all the non-tax revenues that we know we can use during fiscal year either 25, 26, to lower the 2026 tax commitment. And what have we done in the past? We've used up to 75%?
I'd have to look at the
I
commitment.
think that's what we have, our old article said. If you always ask the town meeting before ask the town meeting before borrowing, like special town meetings, and you're comfortable with that, then you don't need Article 5, which is, I can go back and find that, but in the meantime, 75% might be excessive, depending on how much you have in reserve accounts and whether you need to use that money in the near term. This is a decision for the select board based on the town's needs. Article 5, old Article 5 said to see if the town will vote to authorize the select board to borrow from the town reserve accounts in anticipation of taxes. Said amount not to exceed 75% of the town funds. Do we still have that same article in there up top? Yep, we do. Set amount not to exceed 75% and be repaid prior to the next annual town meeting. So, I mean, we could bring that down.
Was it 50% last year?
No, I think it's been 75% for,
Have we utilized the whole 75% in the past?
no.
I have to,
Yeah, no, I don't think we have.
we can look at the percentage of revenues that we
Yeah.
used and problem is we just don't know where the fund balance is at.
Mm-hmm. There's several places to plug in different numbers when you start doing your tax commitment, and depending on how much you borrow from your fund balance, but. It was best to include some estimate under the warrant article so the voters have an idea what they are authorizing and the board also has some guidance. So, Article 5 still needs reworking then.
We could also borrow from a bank, right? Isn't that what she said before? If we didn't want to take it from the reserve?
We can't because we're not current.
Yeah,
on
we
audit.
can't. She did say that, but we don't have, we're not up to date on our audits. And that's
We asked
bond.
partners to raise our credit card limit.
That's right. I think we each have quite a bit. So we also have Article 4, and this is to see if the town will vote to authorize the select board to use up to 50% of unappropriated surplus balance to reduce the 2026 tax commitment. So Article 4 and Article 5. Article 5 does not specifically say it's to offset the tax commitment, to reduce the tax commitment. It just says to borrow in anticipation of taxes.
Just to operate the town, it seems like.
And that's almost the same as 3/12 of the budgeted amount, right? So that we can continue after July 1st of next year.
Well, that's to pay expenses before
Right.
town
Right,
meeting.
right, that's,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's what Article 6 is.
right, exactly,
Yeah,
so,
Article 5 is basically a cover-ups if nobody pays their taxes.
Right.
set amount not to exceed 75%. I would keep, we've done that, would keep it the same,
Yeah, I don't see any reason to change that.
yeah. And up to 50% of the surplus fund balance is a huge amount. We didn't do that last year, Danielle.
Nope.
So,
But we didn't know what it was we used.
we didn't know till we
Data.
started, right? So I'd say I would keep that at 50%,
Yeah.
Article 4.
That article I did send from Bill Hall combines 3 and 4.
Which almost seems like,
That just covers us.
mm-hmm. Let me go back and read what,
Yeah, what Bill said made sense, I read it earlier.
Hmm.
to see if the town will authorize the select board to take from the fund balance excise tax revenue or other revenues to be for the upcoming. So are we taking excise tax revenue, are we estimating what the current fiscal year is gonna be, or are we using last
You
year's?
don't have to. You don't have to estimate an amount. That's just basically saying we can use surplus and revenues to reduce the tax commitment because of the expenses that are getting approved at town meeting.
And this says to reduce the property tax commitment for the upcoming fiscal year, and doesn't give a percentage, doesn't give an estimated amount. And we have an estimate of %50. I think we need a number, we need an amount. You can't just say, we'll take from the surplus balance, excise tax and other revenues, because how much are we gonna take to reduce property tax commitment? How much?
Then we should probably look at the last commitment and do some sort of calculation and figure out what kind of
Right.
percentage we used.
Yep.
So we can do that. But we're gonna base it on an old fund balance figure, cause we don't have anything updated, so.
Well, last year,
So that's
after
very
town
accurate.
meeting, they gave us an amount, after town meeting, they gave us an amount.
Not current. I don't believe.
Well, it wasn't for 25, it was the one the most current one they had, which was like 21.
20, that's what I
Right,
mean, yeah,
right.
exactly.
And that's what we'll have to do again, because we don't have a current,
right.
yep. We don't know what our municipal revenue sharing is yet either. All other, see, right on the tax commitment form, it lists, appropriated to reduce the commitment, such as excise tax, tree growth reimbursement, renewable energy reimbursement, trust fund, bank interest income, appropriated surplus revenue, can't include homestead, Betty reimbursements, grant money, that, It's already kind of spelled out for us. Okay, so. I think I would keep Articles 3, 4, and 5 as they are, with the 50% of the fund balance to reduce the tax commitment. As opposed to what he wrote with no specific limit.
O'Donnell's, when they helped us with the tax commitment, said Article 3 needed to be tightened up and a lot clearer, and Bill also picked up on Article 3 that it wasn't very clear. I think it's the part where it says it will pay its expenses as authorized by this town meeting. At the very least, I think that should be changed to reduce, use the revenue, sources, non-dedicated sources of income into a general revenue account in order to reduce its tax commitment. Saying to pay its expenses is a little, I don't know. It's kind of strange wording. The expenses are figured into the commitment, so we're trying to reduce that on taxes. We're not using all
She-
our revenues to pay the expenses.
Right, legal says, I don't understand Article 3.
Yeah,
Does this mean that all the money that the town receives from revenues goes into a general revenue account and the select board has unlimited discretion to use that money for anything?
No.
no.
Again, I cannot say the article is not valid, but I would suggest that it be more specific. Many towns have an article that lists specific revenues and then appropriates them to a purpose, like the CEO salary or running a specific program. If you can tell me more about what this account is used for and how much money goes into it, I might be able to provide more specific advice.
We looked at a bunch of towns, and you could go as specific as Baldwin and list all the revenue accounts out with the exact amount because they have an updated audit, or you can write it generally like most of the towns do and have an up to amount, up to percentage, just to restrict using 100% of revenues.
And we might have to do an up to percentage where we don't have an
Right.
updated.
Right, so Article 5 is a 75%. Article 4, we've got 50% of certain fund balance to reduce the tax commitment. Article 3, we have just combining various sources from which it will pay its expenses as authorized by this town meeting.
We can look and see what percentage we used last year pretty
Okay.
easily. I don't know what the percent would be.
Yeah, I'd have to,
You can do a calculation.
but it almost seems like Articles 3, 4, and 5 are saying something similar,
Well, they're
with
from-
using different words and different percentages.
They're from different sources of money.
Mm-hmm.
Revenue, surplus, and what was the other one? Reserve accounts.
So really, the only one that seems to be in question is Article 3.
For the citation for animal nuisance, should we remove that and just include it when we do ordinance updates later in the year?
Sure.
We don't have one.
Yep.
And we're not gonna have one in 2 weeks, so.
So, I guess I'm a little confused with this road reserve, are you gonna leave the bridge in, the bridge article?
No, bridge article and the road reserve one those are both gone.
So can we legally say the bridge does need repair like tomorrow? Can we legally use that road reserve without a town vote to repair the bridge?
Yeah, it's a road, it's a town road, right? The bridge is part of the town road.
I'm just thinking, you know, we had a article to spend to improve the heating system using the municipal building reserve.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't we need an article to use road reserve money for a purpose?
We don't have an amount. We don't know what we need to spend to fix any bridges right now.
So would it go to town meeting if,
It would have
Special
to,
oh,
town meeting.
okay,
Yeah,
gotcha
yeah.
now, alright,
Yeah,
Well,
gotcha,
what,
gotcha.
doesn't,
And save for paving if you wanted to.
Same.
really- Okay,
Yep.
got it. Makes sense.
yeah.
And going to special town meeting gives them more time to get better numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
to
we,
see if the town will vote to authorize the municipal officers to transfer money between or among lines or categories should the need arise during fiscal year 26-27. That covers us for those emergencies where we had to go to special town meeting in order to pull from Peter to pay Paul.
active accounts, right?
Right.
Not reserves.
Not reserved, but
Right.
wouldn't we go to special town meeting anyway? Or are you saying we should have something in place so that we don't have to?
Oh, no, I was
Okay.
just saying, why were we taking, like, if something
She
did
thought we were
arise.
moving money from the road reserve to the bridge.
Oh, yeah.
Because we
Okay.
had a spend,
Okay,
which we don't.
which we don't.
We were just trying to set up another reserve, which we
Right.
don't need.
So you're just gonna wait until he needs to fix it, and then there's gonna be an actual amount that would be more accurate.
Yep,
Got it.
and he'll have to get estimates on that. And,
Yeah,
Have we seen the report, how bad the bridge is?
yeah, we get them every year.
Yeah.
I have it somewhere. I used to keep it up on the,
That came in,
Yeah.
I thought I sent everybody, I saw it in the email.
yeah,
They just put that, weight limit on, when I first got, like 4 years ago. The state actually installed the weight limit signs
And
on
this-
that bridge. So that
on-
was done very recently.
on Middle?
Yep,
Yep,
that South River Bridge.
yes, I've seen them. I've seen the signs. So, yeah, that's, the bridges and stuff are a lot of state issues, state stuff as well,
Right,
right?
I'm just, yeah.
Yeah.
They established the weight limit
Mm-hmm.
all right.
recently.
So I have saved all the updates that we made. We now have 49 articles.
Getting there.
Getting there, yeah. So Article 3, we wanna kinda tighten that up a bit.
Yeah, I mean, I think
So we're
from
still
a
at
version
49.
that we need, that we can send to the printer, this is, you know, this is a
This-
version that we can send to the printer.
This is a draft, because we
Yeah.
can update it, and as long as it's, attested, posted 7 days before, we're good. Yeah.
Will we finalize this in another week or so?
Oh, yeah,
We'll be pretty close to final on
I
it.
think,
I think we can sign, well, I
I
won't be
think
here
we're-
next week, but I think we can sign it on the 31st. 24th is next week.
I think it was gonna go print next Thursday.
the 27th.
If it goes to the printers the 27th, it's gonna get
We don't
back
have to sign it.
September 3rd.
We absolutely do not have to sign it. This is a draft warrant articles for town meeting. It does not have to be signed and by us.
For the report, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what, yeah,
Right.
exactly.
so
I think
I think we're
we
good.
get it as close as we can for the 27th when it has to go to the printer, but obviously, and then we can sign it on the 31st because we can't do it the following week because that's not.
Labor Day,
It's, well, it's Labor Day and, yeah,
too close.
and it's too close, so.
Right.
I say
Right.
we sign it on the 31st and that way if we have any issues, we have to call a special meeting later that week to sign it. Cause we have to sign it before Friday of next week. Of 2 weeks.
2 weeks, right. So, I mean, I think pretty much what we have here is, if it gets, Articles 3, 4, 46, and we clean up all that stuff, this could go.
Yep.
Right,
There's a few things that still need to go for town report itself, right? I haven't put in the article for Spirit of America, which I have.
you just have to clearly mark it as draft for town report.
Yep, they put a disclaimer in it that, that this is,
We can do it just like our sample ballot.
Yeah.
Make it obvious.
Mhm.
But we will have to provide copies at town meeting.
So yeah, so that's all saved and in there.
Will you email me a copy?
yeah, email us a copy so we can each read it through it, check for spelling, check for
Do you guys just want a PDF version, or do you want just me to send this version?
You can
Yeah.
send that version.
I didn't know if you didn't have Word.
Do you?
I have Word.
Okay,
Word.
Word.
We have to end this workshop.
Okay. Where are we? You didn't.
I did. I've been wanting to do that for about a month.